This is, again, a situation you do not want to be in any longer than necessary. If the power goes out, you can't leave your home, the snow is piling up outside your door, the kids are crying. If I sound like I'm speaking from experience, I am. So, and those who rely on mass transit, now MTA is closely monitoring this storm and ready to make sure that the platforms and the stairs are salted and all the equipment and infrastructure is ready to operate. But this is why, if you expect to and hope to travel on our downstate public transportation network over the next couple of days, you need to check and make sure that service is not being disrupted. We'll know more specifically in the morning, so stay tuned to the MTA website as well. Expect widespread flight cancellations. The airports downstate will not be functioning anywhere near normal situation on Sunday and Monday, and probably lots of cancellations. So here's what I need New Yorkers to do. Just stay attuned, watch the forecast, watch the news, follow apps, and make sure that you're up to speed on what is happening. If there's any local warnings and advisory, for example, you need to know if you really do have to go out, and I encourage you not to, you need to know if there's a travel ban. You do not want to be pulled over and have to force our emergency personnel to try and get you off the road when they might be trying to save someone else's life. So just please be smart and make sure there's not a travel advisory or a complete ban on travel when you're heading out. So make sure you follow those as well. Again, I would just, if you can stay home, and I have such respect for all the workers, the men and women of our teams that will be out there on the streets to keep you safe, certainly in all the counties as well, the emergency personnel, the police, the firefighters, the EMTs, everybody, the plow drivers. My gosh, those are our heroes in the wintertime, and I'm so grateful for all of them really going out there in the worst weather when others are sitting home. And I can't tell you how much this means to me that we have such a dedicated team of public servants. So if you're able to work from home Monday, please communicate that to your, if you're an employer, please communicate to your employees now so they can have telework. If you have to be out there, make sure you have supplies in your vehicle, blankets, shovel, flashlight, extra batteries, food, water, even extra clothes. Make sure your cell phone is charged. I can't tell you how many people said they couldn't call for help because they hadn't charged their cell phone before they started traveling. And as I mentioned, those plow drivers, please give them lots of space. Their work is so hard. I've traveled with plow drivers. I've been in the passenger seat. What they have to experience during a blinding snowstorm or blizzard with no visibility, they have to stay out there to keep the roads as clear as we can. And if you're getting close to them or cutting them off, you've just created a really, really dangerous situation. So please do not do that. So we know how to handle it, but we just need the room to work. All right, you've seen me give you tips on how to shovel snow. It hasn't changed, folks, not in the last month. You are at risk of a heart attack. This is real. It has happened to people I know. When you go outside and the snow is heavy and it's wet and it weighs a lot more than it looks, and you dig down and you pick up a large amount of snow and you think you're fine and you're not. So shovel smaller amounts on the shovel. You don't need to be a hero, and start as early as you can so there's not a high accumulation. But keep the sidewalks as clear as you can so we don't have slip and fall. Check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure your pets, if they go outside, keep an eye on them. They can disappear in a snowbank. I know this. Also, stay inside as much as you can, as I mentioned. It should warm up a little bit, though. This does not seem to be the situation we had where it stayed cold for so many days and weeks afterward that the snow simply could not melt. So it is our hope, we wish this was not happening at all, but since it is, that it can be cleared more quickly, and by the next weekend we're up to much balmier weather. So last things, text 333-111 with your county or borough name to receive the latest emergency updates. That is the quickest, easiest way to know what is going on. And as I said, this is not new for us, but the impact is going to be very much extraordinary, out of the ordinary, and something you need to take very seriously. So we're giving you warning here on Saturday. This is going to hit hard tomorrow and Monday, and then we'll get through it. So New Yorkers, we know we're tough, but the best advice I have for you this weekend is stay home and cheer on our Americans as we continue through the final days of the Olympics. So go USA. This is going to be a brutal blizzard, and even if it's a short duration, we are vulnerable here. A lot of people need to know that this is a heightened situation. We need people to listen to what we're asking them to do, which is stay off the roads, stay home, and life will be back to closer to normal on Tuesday, but just bear with us as we ask all New Yorkers just to heed these very serious, dire warnings.